Hello, everyone. Good evening, Asia. Good late afternoon, Middle East. Good afternoon, Europe. And good morning, America. I've just seen in the chat, there's also someone from California, which is very early in the morning. Welcome to day 2 of our TaiyangNews Very High Power Solar Module Virtual Conference, which is organized like usual by our team, also spread around the world. India, China, and Germany. If you don't know me, my name is Michael Schmeler. I'm the Managing Director of TaiyangNews, a solar news platform focusing primarily on technology. We can't emphasize it enough. A big thank you to our sponsors. We are very happy to have the majority of the top 10 global solar module manufacturers supporting our event. That's how we can keep it for free of charge. And we're also very happy that this concept has been working for this year now that we're doing almost monthly events. We have now over 900 registrations. That's even 150 more than yesterday. So many thanks for everyone who's joining us. And I just briefly scrolled through the attendance list. Many stakeholders of the sector are with us. That's great. Like usual, quickly on housekeeping, we do it on Zoom because it's accessible everywhere. Please use the chat room function also for normal questions. This is for questions to presenters, but also if you have just any question, please place it there. We consider this as a virtual coffee room where you can chat with anyone around publicly. One thing, as this is a non-moderated chat area, please keep the netiquette and be always nice with your comments, even if you disagree with the statements from the presenter, which for whatever reason, if he's a competitor or she's a competitor or whatever, be nice. That's how we all enjoy that event. For those who have not joined yesterday, this high power solar module event is a follow-up event of our 500 watt plus conference, which we organized about a year ago. That was to track developments in the field of quickly increasing module power, which, as we all know, has become the hottest topic in modules recently. Although we learned yesterday also that there's also new emphasis coming. Anyway, as this trend to more powerful and larger modules has obviously also having impacts on the whole value chain, we've created a 2-day event. Yesterday, on the first day, we focused on modules. That was mostly also on 182 millimeter based products. And while on the second day, today, we will talk about modules and a key BOS component, also having leading inverter companies present their latest update. Our event is also, and that's also what we will see then in the welcome words, in the opening speech, a preview to the upcoming SNEC 2021 in Shanghai in early June. Many of us, unfortunately, cannot join. I'm missing that now the 2nd year in a row. I think that's the first time for many years that I'm not at SNEC. So whoever has the chance, please go. This is not only the world's largest solar trade show, it is really the have-to-be event, because that's where all the trends in the solar sector are shown. So I think quickly on the agenda. So first we will have an opening speech from SNEC. Afterwards, we will start with Prina Solar talking about how their 600 watt plus module fit in the industry chain, have an inverter company sort of mirror that, their view on on how their string inverter products match high power modules. And we have Ryzen Energy talk about their 210 millimeter high power modules for different applications. Then we have SNEC showing how their inverter portfolio, which includes both string and central inverters, are fit for very high power solar modules. And finally, that's great actually, because after we've seen in yesterday's presentation that several new N-type products will be shown at SNEC, we have a pioneer in this segment. Jollywood present its latest update on its N-type TOPCon modules. Our event will conclude with a fire chat with Trina's head of global product strategy, and I'm very happy to and look very much forward to this discussion with Frank. Just before we start, we thought about since quite some people have registered overnight, and probably others who have registered but did not join are joining today. I'm just quickly summarizing what we've learned yesterday, and will briefly share my screen before we start. Wait 1 second here. Share screen. And then we go to desktop 1, which is 2. And that should work. Oops. Okay, so you can see that. Okay, so very briefly, what you can
sorry. Can you
yeah?
switch the presentation mode to?
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, thanks. Okay, so just very quickly. So first of all, I think what was interesting. So Longji talked in length and very interestingly about the advantages of their 182 millimeter based product. But I think what was obviously a highlight is that so Jason Yan hinted at a new 22 high efficiency module that will be on display at SNEC. He was not willing to say if this is a TOPCon based module or if there are still some tweaks how a PERC plus module could be turned into a 22% module. But so we will have to wait 2 more weeks, but nevertheless, I think that was one of my highlights. Second, we had JA introduce a 78 cell variant of their Deep Blue 3.0 module. And this will be also officially launched at SNEC. They also had, and that's what you see here, 2 other products. They didn't want to provide details yet. The only thing they would say is that one, some high density technology on workmanship. So basically reduced gap design is one and N-type cells the other. So again, here we see N-type cells. What was also interesting, we had Chint Astrology launching yesterday, impressive 415 watt module for residential applications built on 182 millimeters. They also announced that they are working on some new generation PERC cell technology, which even will be 23%. Interesting. So they really said it's traditional PERC without any passivation component. But yeah, that's what's about to come. I found that also interesting. That was also great to see that Jinko Solar promoted its new 610 watt N-type module with 22.3% efficiency. We also learned from Jinko that they have already 800 megawatt capacity for N-type modules. We also had TÜV Rheinland participating. Jörg Althaus showed simply what you have to look at when you test high power modules. And in the end, actually, the conclusion was like with any new technology, larger modules bring new risks, and you have to carefully evaluate them in terms of reliability. everything can be handled, but you have to be careful. He was showing, for example, this picture here from an IV tester, and it's clear that that the flasher has to be simply large enough. Otherwise, there is some non-uniformity at the edges, and the results will not be correct. He also pointed to one interesting point, that when you are in the built environment and are looking at rooftops, that in some countries there are regulations, for example, in Germany, that modules have to have special permits, or have to kind of comply to special regulations if they are larger than 2 square meters. We also had, and that was great, Jutta Trube from VDMA talk about the new ITR PV roadmap, which was launched last month, and she focused mostly on the module part, or those all these segments along the value chain that influence larger modules. I think that was also interesting to see here that clearly the trend is to M10, M12. ITRP foresees these fields to clearly dominate the solar module field in the coming years. However, it also showed that M6 wafers stay somewhat longer than what ITR-PV had forecasted before. Here also another slide showing also that with larger wafers, also the trend to larger modules continues. And you see that both on the left side in the residential field, that modules are getting bigger and bigger, or the share of bigger modules is getting bigger, and the same is true also for utility scale modules. On the right side, you can see that this year is the year where we are seeing first time actually modules above 3 square meters entering the market. And I think that's my brief summary of yesterday, and I would like to stop sharing, give back to Min, and come to our first presenter. And I'm very, very happy to have with us Qun Wang, who is not only the vice chairman of the Shanghai New Energy Industry Association, she's in the SNEC Organizing Committee and really one of the key organizers responsible that SNEC works very well. She's also instrumental for the Global Solar Council, where she's also helping keeping the secretariat for many, many years. I'm very happy to have Qun with us and give us some opening words. Qun, greetings to Shanghai.
Thank you, Michael. I hope the sound is loud enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Min, can you allow me to share the screen? Thank you. I hope you have seen the screen sharing. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. This is Qun from SNEC team. I'm very happy to join today's conference, which is also a preview event of SNEC 2021. Thanks to our partner TaiyangNews for organizing this event. As most of you have known that SNEC will kick off in 2 weeks. Taking this opportunity, I would like to extend a warm welcome and gratitude to those who have planned and are planning to come to Shanghai in June. We are going to welcome almost 1,800 exhibitors from the entire PV value chain and energy storage sector. The overall trade show space reaches to 200,000 square meters. As you see here are some exhibiting companies, but only a few. Many apologize if you don't find your company logo here because one slide is too small. Nowadays, as innovative business models such as integrated PV and storage solution and renewable hydrogen becoming vital to sustainable economic. This year, the conference will cover 3 themes, including the PV and smart energy, energy storage, and hydrogen, especially the renewable hydrogen. Apart from the technical sessions, there will also be dedicated sessions focusing on financing, energy interconnection, and new materials such as graphene. For those who are interested to participate, here is the registration link for the conference. With different countries announcing their pledges on achieving carbon neutrality, renewable energy will be the main body of energy consumption increment. There should be no doubt that the renewable market will usher in a new round of rapid development. So now we are working together for a greener planet. That's all about SNEC 2021. We are very much looking forward to meeting with you all in Shanghai soon. Thank you. Very short.
Qun, thanks so much. I appreciate very much that you could spend the time with us. I think it's a very, very busy time, two weeks ahead of SNEC. And I think we let you go. Again, thank you so much. And to everyone, whoever has a chance, as I already mentioned, please visit SNEC. Okay, let's start with our program today. So the first speaker that we have today is